Hey friends, welcome back to the channel, and today we got a quick, fast, easy, and effective one. Check it out. With this washing machine right here, the water is just trickling into the tub. What causes that? Well, the water, when it connects to the back of your washing machine right here, there's little filters that are in here. And there's another one right here. And they get clogged up over time. You need to clean them out, and then the amount of water going into the tub will greatly increase. So if it doesn't look like much water going in, or if it's taking forever on your wash cycles, this will help. All right, let's dive in. So our first step is gonna be to turn off the cold and hot water. Now my setup might look a little bit different than yours at home, but you wanna make sure that both the hot and cold are off. Let's unplug the washing machine. Second, we'll get this drain right here. Yours might go into a wall or something like that. So if you're gonna pull it out, you may need to remove this, or you might be able to leave it in place. Now be careful, it might have a little bit of water that comes out. So be smart with that. Then we're gonna pull this washing machine out a little bit, and it'll be helpful to do that. It'll also help out with my video. If it's really hard for you to pull it out, you can do this fix, you can maybe do this fix in place. Every washing machine is a little bit different. This one right here is in a garage, so it's a little bit easier to get at. But if you can pull it out 6 inches to a foot, it'll help. So the two tools I'm gonna use today are an adjustable wrench. Some people call these channel locks. Adjustable wrench like this one right here. I have electrical tape up at the tip. That doesn't really matter for this one. And also some pliers of some kind. These are locking pliers that make these kind of jobs really easy. So make sure you have some kind of tools like this right here. With this one right here, we can use this to take off the water. Now again, I'm in a garage where it doesn't matter if a little bit of water leaks out. If you're in a house or something where a little bit of water is a big deal, put a towel down behind here just in case a little bit leaks out. And let's loosen both these up. Now again, we know the water's off. These, if you just do about a quarter turn or so, you'll be able to do the rest by hand most likely. So we'll just loosen both of those guys there. There we go. And then we'll come back in and by hand. So I can see just a little bit of water is coming out there. Be smart with that. Okay, take both these out. Okay, so here is how we clean the filters. I'm gonna call them a filter. You could call it a strainer or whatever you want. But see this little piece here and this little piece here? These need to get cleaned out. And your water that comes from the city or a well is gonna have tiny little bits of material, and sometimes a little bit bigger, you might be surprised. So here's what you need. These are really nice pliers right here. Some kind of needle nose. These are locking ones. If you wanna look down in the description, I'll put these down there, but something like that. And there's a little tiny tab, and we're just gonna secure it. And we wanna be careful, we don't wanna break this. There you go. Ooh, see that? There you go, my friends. That is why the water is slow going into your washing machine. So we're gonna pull this out, we're gonna clean it up, and then let's take out the cold water one too. Again, we wanna be gentle. We don't wanna break any of this stuff, but look, that it's mucked up, especially that hot water one, and that is the reason why. So if you do this every once in a while, it'll help to keep these clean, and it'll make your wash cycle go way, way faster. Look at that, oh my gosh. Like that's a lot of stuff. That is a lot of junk on this guy. Okay, I've got them cleaned up, and I'm gonna use the pliers again just to help me. And it's kind of counterintuitive. You got to remember how you put it in, right? This part of the bucket goes in this way. And again, we're being gentle. We got plastic parts here, but it should slide in relatively easy. And just release your pliers. And we'll grab our second one over here. Again, you don't have to have these pliers, but I'll tell you what, once you use these kind of locking pliers, they are really nice. Gently put that in, put everything back together, and let's give it a test run. So our hot goes to red. Now it's important, don't cross thread these, right? If you cross thread these like that, boy, you'll be in trouble quick. So just very gently start them. And if there's any resistance, then you're cross threading it. It should go really nice and easy. There we go. By the way, I'm doing all this one-handed. If I can do this one-handed, you can do it with two hands, I promise you. Again, don't cross thread, none of that kind of stuff. So get it nice and square onto there and just give it a little turn. So I'm just barely turning it. It's turning really easy. If there's any resistance on it, you're cross threading it, stop immediately. Now these have a rubber piece in them too, so you don't need to crank these way down. However, our channel locks, if we just kind of give a nice firm, maybe a full quarter to half turn, plastic parts, don't crank it down. And what we'll do is we'll turn it on before we push it all the way back. We'll turn it on, we'll run it a little bit, we'll double check it for leaks and make sure we don't have any leaks before we get it all set up. Okay, let's try it out. Turn my water back on. Finally, let's plug our washer back in. Let's make sure our drain is back installed correctly. For this drain tube, I tie this one down here as well. So make sure on this drain tube that you put it back correctly. If this thing comes flying out of there, you're gonna have water go all over the place. So make sure it's secure, either like this that I have right here, or more likely yours is gonna be secure going into a drain that's in your wall. Okay, let's see how much water we get now. Way more water coming out of there. Way more water coming out of there. Let's do a before and after. Here's the before. Barely anything coming out of there, seriously. Water coming out of there. Way more water coming out of there. Hey friends, I hope today's video helped you out. If it did, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time. By the way, if you're having other problems with your washing machine, I've got a few other videos you can look for the playlist.